Peace and love, family. First and foremost, I give the utmost love, honor, loyalty, respect, and gratitude to our Holy Mother, La Santa Muerte. I give honor and respect to all devotees. All devotees. So, well, look, with the teachings of Jesus, I will say that the devotees are very similar to the teachings of Jesus, and very similar to his disciples. And I'm going to tell you why. Jesus taught what? Jesus taught the kingdom of heaven is in you. I and the Father are one, right? None is good but the Father, right? Now, the same thing applies to the devotees. Me and mommy are one because mommy introduced herself to me. You and mommy are one because you and mommy introduced herself to you. Excuse me. In the same way, in the same vein, devotees, as I've said in a previous video, especially with the veneration of Santa Muerte, the objective is for you to become spiritually independent. And to, even if you begin by following somebody, the objective is to ultimately develop that relationship with Santa Muerte on your own. And in that capacity, you become your own master, right? Because Santa Muerte is going to open the spheres for you. She is going to show you different things and things of that nature that is consistent with your destiny, right? So with that being said, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We are taught in the mystery schools that when Jesus supposedly died, the theory is he was given a poison while he was on the cross that made him appear to be dead, but he wasn't actually dead. So when they put him in they had put his body in the tomb, they thought he was dead, but he wasn't dead. And the story goes, for the 3 days that he was in the tomb, he, what we now call astral projected, he went through the spheres. And it talks about how he sat with the masters of all times and climbs. You know what I mean? He's sitting with the masters, and he set captives free, which we interpret as the lost soul that hasn't been able to to transition on. He was able to help them transition on and stuff like that. So he's doing all this work on the plane of soul, right? Before he returned to his physical body. Again, these are the type of people that Santa Muerte is revealing herself to. You know what I mean? These are the type of people Santa Muerte is revealing herself to. And here's the thing with that. She is revealing herself not only to people who hasn't fully developed their capacity, to people who are mediums, people who are channeled. These are like highly spiritual people, man. You know what I mean? And so in that capacity, we are like Jesus. You know what I mean? We develop the highest within ourselves. And Santa Muerte is the key to that. You know what I mean? She's going around just tapping people on the shoulder. Like, what up? You sit there watching TV, next thing you know, Santa Muerte is sitting next to you, like, whoa, what the? And now you're in the Botanica buying a statue of her. You know, and so with the gatekeepers, man, the gatekeepers is going to have a hard time trying to control that. They want to make Santa Muerte, the veneration of Santa Muerte, especially certain aspects of Santa Muerte, they're trying to control it, like the ancient Pharisees and the Sadducees during the time of Jesus. See, we are taught that the true mission of Jesus on the divine and spiritual level was to make initiation open to everybody. Whereas before, what we call in modern times, the system is closed, the system is closed. Back then, the system was closed, and Jesus came and opened it. That was his real mission. So, with that being said, they're going to have a hard time trying to control it, because what they're trying to control, essentially, they're trying to control Santa Muerte, because Santa Muerte, she's recruiting people on her own. How do you control that? She's just walking in people's lives. And so some people say, well, just like You know, you had ancient tribes and stuff like that that were solely responsible for this and solely responsible for that. They were initiated into it. I agree. That's correct. Like, for example, the tribe of Aaron, you know, in the biblical times, they controlled the Holy of Holies, so on and so forth. You had to go through. But here is the catch. Back then, they were true initiates. They had the real secrets. And Jehovah, Yahweh, Elohim, whichever word you want to use, wasn't just walking around revealing himself to the common people like Santa Muerte is doing. They wasn't doing that. God wasn't doing that back then. So you had to go to the priesthood. Man, listen, the gatekeepers is going to have a hard time with this one, man. Peace and love.